Hey everyone, Kit Nagy here for Nagy on Sports, bringing you our Week 4 keys to the game here. Last minute, sorry for the delay. Had a lot of trouble or a lot of other things going on this week, so it was difficult to get the sims and videos out this week. But bring you one here last minute on game day, so hopefully you can enjoy that, and we'll see how they do. Obviously, we saw the end of the sim game was not the way we wanted it to go. We feel like that was a maddening experience, but if the Browns stick to these keys, we should come out with the outcome we're all looking for. So without further ado, we'll take a look at what the keys to the matchup here are for the Browns against the Vikings in Week 4. So starting with the offense, the first thing I think that we need to look at here, I know there's been a lot of talk about Jedrick Wills and his ankle injury and how he performs, and that's going to be a big part of this game. But keeping Baker upright, I think that's going to be very important. We saw 5 sacks last week. That's too many. We need to limit that this week, and against a very stout front as well. So we need to find a way to keep Baker upright in this game. Hey George, welcome in. Go Browns. And good morning. And next key on offense is to exploit the one-on-ones, stretch the field. So we've got a definite advantage against the secondary for the Vikings. I think against Breland, against Peterson, we've got an opportunity to push the ball down the field and take advantage of OBJ against those defenders, as well as Schwartz against those defenders. Use some of that speed. Thanks, Earl. Appreciate that. Welcome. And take advantage of that speed in those one-on-one matches, and then stretch that field both vertically and horizontally, and then that'll open up some of the underneath route stuff with DPJ, with Higgins, and having that underneath route game will be very important for us to continue to move the sticks and take advantage of the matchups that we have. The next key here is going to be Chubb having a bounce back game. I think he was a little bit contained early, especially in the last game. I think he's going to be hungry coming into this one, and I think he's going to have a big game. But that's going to be very important for this offense, getting Chubb going and getting a lot of big chunk yardage and broken tackles. And then the last key here for on offense is scoring 6 and not 3. I mean, you want to go down and especially when this offense you're going against has the opportunity to put, or has the ability to put a lot of points on the board. You want to make sure that you're coming away with 6 points and not coming away with field goals wherever possible. So that's going to be a big part of this one as well. On defense, I think it's going to start with tight coverage. We've had a lot of complaints on the defensive side that we haven't seen the tight coverage. I think that's part of the gelling process, but we're going to see more. I think we'll see more of that in this one, especially because of who the quarterback is, and that's going to be dare Cousins to push it deep, because he doesn't like to do that very often. And if we provide that tight coverage up front, daring Cousins to go deep, he's going to take a little bit longer with the ball. If that's the case, then our pass rush has the opportunity to get home, and that's going to be big if we can generate some sacks by forcing the tight coverage up front. That'll be a big part of this one. Second key here is going to be to have more than one tackler at the point of attack, no matter where we're coming up and run plays, making sure that we have those more than a single tackler, because Dalvin Cook has the ability to break tackles just like Nick Chubb and Kareem Hunt do. So having additional tacklers will help limit Dalvin Cook in this game, and that's going to be a big part of this one as well. Next key is to find turnovers in this game. We're going to need to find the turnovers in this game, because that's going to be a big part of our ability to win it. We need to at least be even on the turnover margin, but if we can force turnovers, take the ball away either on picks or fumble recoveries, that's going to be really, really big to helping us succeed in this game. And then the last piece, we started to see it finally last week, that gelling of the defense that we talked about, really a successful outing for the defense. I'd love to see more of that. So playing as a team, this defensive unit really was there, that brotherhood on defense, and they really played well together for the first time, I think, in the season. And if they continue that should be huge for this. Should be huge for this game. Yeah, I love the Chubb jersey, and I picked the Chubb jersey for this one not only because it's the colors that we're going to expect to wear, white over brown, for the game, but also because Nick Chubb, like I said, we need him to have a big game, and I think it will be a bounce back game for him. So that's why we went with the Chubb jersey today. But certainly love the choice. He's got to be my favorite player for the Browns. On to special teams. We got to continue to improve on the solid play. Really, I've loved the way the special teams unit has gone out there and played week to week. They've really played well. We've seen great things out of Felton in the return game. We've seen great blocking for Felton. We've also seen really good kick coverage. The kicking game was tight last week as well for McLaughlin. So got to love what we're seeing on the special teams, and just going to continue to improve on that solid play, and the special teams will do everything that we need them to do. So overall keys in this game, we're facing a team that's a lot like ourselves. They run a very similar scheme on offense, so the defense is going to be kind of familiar with that, and so that what that comes down to is you got to out execute a team that runs a very similar scheme to you, because they're going to be familiar with what you are going to throw out there as well. So having some of those, but first the out execution, but then also having some additional wrinkles on offense and on defense that they're not expecting will be helpful as well, that they didn't necessarily prepare for. The next key here on overall is the clean up the pre-snap penalties. We saw way too many of those in the last game. And really, that was going to be a point of emphasis, though. We'll make sure that we are cleaning those up, both on offense and on defense. Those pre-snap penalties are killers, and they're mostly mental things that you need to, you just got to come out and do well, and make sure that you're not taking, yards away from your team at that point. So, and then the last one here is to find a way to win what's going to be a tough matchup. I mean, the Vikings are no pushovers. They very well could be 3-0 right now. They're effectively one overtime loss and a last-minute field goal away from being 3-0. So they're a good team. It's going to be a stiff matchup, and the Browns have to go out there and play their best ball to find a way out to come out of this one with a win. So I'm going to call this one for the Browns. I think the Browns have all the ability to win this one. They are the better team, but they need to play like the better team. And I think the Browns win this one 35-24. So appreciate everybody being on with me. Thanks for joining in the chat. It was fun, and we'll continue to get these out to you guys when we have the opportunity to do so. Do enjoy making these videos for you. If you're not already a member of our Discord, you're free to join us on the Discord. Find a link for that on the description of this or any other of our videos. We'd love to have you there. We are going to open up a chat here in a moment. For the Game Time live chat, you can jump in there with us. We'd love to have you chatting with us as we watch the game and talking all things Browns, but really just taking our comments and bringing them all together and having everybody chat together about what they're seeing in the game. It's a lot of fun, so I'd love to have you there. And without further ado, I'm going to get out of here the way that we always do, saying, Go Browns!